Congratulations! You have a small business. You may even have a list of clients or maybe some sort of surefire way to gain some customers. If so, that's awesome. Congratulations again. You're far ahead of most people. But at the end of the day, no matter what you do or where you start, there's a good chance you're not going to be able to do it without help. There's no denying that businesses thrive on relationships. The business of business is the business of people. So at some point, you're going to have to, you guessed it, network. What is happening, everybody? I am Ian Campbell. I am the CEO of Mission Suite. Before we jump into today's video, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you're notified every time that we post new videos. For the past 10 years now, I've been working with Mission Suite to help my clients get the most out of the contacts that they make throughout the course of their prospecting and selling activities. But what if you're new to this whole business game and you don't have enough contacts to fill a love seat? Well, it might be time to start working on your business networking skills. It's not what you know, it's who you know, right? It might be a depressing mantra sometimes, but it's pretty true. I'd love to tell you that it's not, but I'd be lying. History has shown that someone who's simply okay at their business but amazing at networking will fare much better than someone who's amazing at their business but just okay in developing relationships. So even if you design websites alone in your house, that doesn't mean that you can just wave off networking as something that only extroverts do. But what exactly is networking? Well, today we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what networking is and why it's crucial to the health and well-being of your business. So let's start with the basics. What is business networking? Well, if you really want to get technical, business networking is the process of establishing a mutually beneficial relationship with other business people and potential clients or customers. Well, at its core, it really just boils down to finding a group of people that can help each other grow, right? Those people could include people in complementary businesses, maybe some of your suppliers or some other people that serve your industry. Maybe they're customers that could use your services, or maybe even competitors. The more you integrate yourself into businesses in your industry or complementary ones, the more that you're going to be able to learn, grow, and ultimately serve your clients. For example, as you speak with other people, you're going to be more likely to understand alternative ways of solving a problem that could ultimately save you time or money. Who knows? These connections may even be able to help you with a particular issue that you might be having. But you have to remember that this is not just a one-way street. What networking is not is an endless well of resources for you to pull and pick from at your own convenience. Yes, we're all interested in gaining something in our businesses from networking, but the whole process is about relationships, first and foremost. Like any relationship, you're going to have a give and a take. You get as much from the experience as you put into it. So while the end result is that your networking connections are going to help you when you're in need, maybe help you find new clients, help you find new people, well, you're going to have to give them the same in similar situations. The right mindset is to go into every networking opportunity with a helpful attitude. Don't go looking to get something. Don't be that person. Instead, look for ways that you can actually add value. What do you have to offer that nobody else does, right? How can you be as helpful as possible to the people that are around you? The more that you're able to add value, the more that others are going to be able to start looking on you favorably. And then when the opportunity comes for them to return the favor, well, they'll actually remember to do so. I remember when I first started networking, the only thing that I was interested in was finding new clients. So tell me, how many of you have gone into networking with that same kind of get mindset? I'm always surprised at the number of people that just don't understand that they're doing it wrong. I was one of them for a long time, and it still surprises me. So I want to know what you've done for it, right? If it's been you, let us know in the comments down below. Let us know how you went about fixing the problem. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit the like button so that we know that you're getting something out of these videos. As I mentioned before, networking is not an endless stream of contacts that you can pull from whenever they suit you and only you. Networking is all about relationships. And as I implied, networking isn't just about the result. Sure, you may hope that your networking efforts are going to benefit you and benefit your business financially. We all do, don't get me wrong. But it's only going to hurt you if you think of networking in terms of dollar signs. In many ways, the benefits of networking are really intangible. It helps you keep abreast of your industry and those that are adjacent to yours. It opens your mind to other business approaches, and it slowly opens up your network as friends introduce you to other friends. As such, it's important to think of networking as you would any friendship. At the end of the day, these businesses are made up of people. That human element is perhaps the most important part of this entire thing, because it can really change your perspective going into each and every networking opportunity. So, how does it work? Well, here's a bit of Business Networking 101. Networking events can come in all different shapes and sizes. They can be one-off mixers, breakfasts, conferences. Maybe there are weekly meetings or monthly meetings that happen in a more organized group. I know that I'm a member of 4 or 5 myself. But no matter how they're handled, the general approach is pretty similar. These meetings are a way for you to learn and engage on an initial and superficial level with either a person or a group of people. And you can learn a little bit about who they are, what they do, and there's probably a good chance that you're going to spend some time just kind of connecting on a more personal level. That's a good thing, because the key here is what happens next, right? You've got to make sure to exchange information, whether it's just a phone number, an email, business card, whatever it is. Make sure to get that information with some sort of reminder to yourself as to who they are. As great as these initial meetings are, they're only the tip of the iceberg. From there, you need to actively follow up with those people that you clicked with and set up one-on-one meetings. These follow-ups are crucial to the process because that's where all the business gets done. They allow you to get to know these people on a much deeper level. And the better that you know them, the more you'll click with them personally, and the more you'll know the pain points of their business, maybe some of their clients. And ultimately, the more that you know that, the more that you know how you can actually help them. Now, just rinse and repeat. After you go through this process, probably 10 or 12 times, you're going to start to realize just how much your web of contacts is starting to grow, and before you know it, you'll start to be able to reap the benefits of it. And speaking of which, some of you may wonder what those benefits really actually are. And that brings us to our next point. Why even bother networking? From everything I've said so far, it may sound like it's more trouble than it's worth, and I've felt that myself as well. Because after all, you're almost ironically striving to give more than you get. Well, when it's done right, that's very true, but you're ultimately going to gain in ways that you never could have foreseen. Sure, you may head into a group with some nebulous idea that you need to grow your business, but years later, you may find that things turned out differently. Maybe a connection that you made with someone led to industry conversations that made you realize that you needed to pivot your business model or dive deeper into something. Maybe you realized that there was a certain role that you needed to fill in order for your company to reach that next level, or someone in your network who had a friend of a friend and they were the perfect person to take that on. Hey, maybe things turned out just as planned, right? And maybe you found someone in your group who needed your service. Fortunately, you took the time to actually get to know them, as people are much more likely to turn to someone they know for a service or some sort of a product. In short, networking is a hugely beneficial and oftentimes fun aspect of running a business. I know I have a blast when I get to do it. When you're grinding away at your work, trying to keep your bottom line up, is sometimes it's pretty easy to feel like you're alone. When you have the support of a network, though, it makes that job that much less terrible. So we wrote up a blog article and an ebook that actually does a pretty extensive deep dive into business networking, and I think it's worth checking out whether you're a newbie networker or a grizzled veteran. You can check out the link to download the ebook in the description below. Listen, I hope you got something out of this video, and if you did, go ahead, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up, maybe give it a share so that others can see it too. And also, while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so that you're notified anytime that we post new videos. And while you're at it, check out these other videos too, and we're going to see you next time around. Cheers.